Hey all, Tony Bing here. Hello and welcome to another Cosmic Trial Guide for Marvel Heroes Omega for both PlayStation and Xbox One. So with this trial guide we will run through the Cosmic Trial on a freshly levelled Captain Marvel. So only recently hit level 60. From a gear perspective she simply has superheroic gear. We don't have a legendary, we've got nothing special artifact wise equipped either. Now the whole reason for that is that if you're a new player and you've recently unlocked and levelled her, you can use this guide to quickly get past the trial and get into cosmic mode where you can get all the great cosmic gear. So what we do, the format in this video is we look at the skills and talents first. Once we've done that we'll then do the cosmic trial gameplay, and then at the end I'll bring up the gear as well just to show off what I have used. But first up, let's have a look at the skills and talents. Skill wise here then we're using a mixture of both ranged and melee skills, and it's just really hard hitting cooldown skills and dots. So the first one we look at, it's Photonic Wave. You have the initial damage packet. It's over a cone effect, so it's quite good if the enemies are grouped together, but it actually leaves a dot on them for 6 seconds, which is fantastic. We then have Ground Shattering Smash. This is another cone effect skill. It does a nice amount of damage and it gains a damage bonus based on how much photonic energy you have, and on top of that it has a 3-second stun, which always comes in useful in the trial. We then have her Crashdown skill, and it's called Crashdown Strike. So initial damage packet, provides vulnerability, and it's good for getting in close with the enemy and then you can quickly dash away again. We then have a range skill here, which is Intense Light. So just an initial damage pack, it doesn't do anything special. It does it in a straight line, so do try and line up the enemies before firing it off. Our next range skill is Photonic Bomb, and through talents we've got this, but it will critical hit chance 100%, and also it explodes over a nice area as well. We then have Radiant Cascade. So this is a dot and also works as a steroid as well, and then it regens your photonic energy and it gives you a whopping 50% damage resistance, which is great. And then finally we have the signature, which is Glimpse of Binary. It's a huge amount of damage it does, 35-second cooldown, and this also provides damage absorption as well there, so it really helps with our survivability. But what we'll do next is we'll check out the talents we're using here. First talent we look at here then is Photonic Regeneration. So with this one you regain 350 health per second and also 5% of your max photonic energy per second. We then have Photonic Resonance. So with this one it adds the dot to Photonic Wave. It also buffs Photonic Devastation, but we're not using that skill. The most important part is the dot on Photonic Wave. We then have Photonic Bomb. So with this, Photonic Blast transforms into Photonic Bomb and it always critically hits as well, so that's really useful. Next up we have Warbird's Cry. So I use this primarily to bring the cooldown of the signature down. It's normally a rather hefty 45 seconds. This pulls it down to 35 seconds, and it also increases the duration of the dot on the signature and the steroid portion for an additional 2 seconds. And final talent we have is Ground Shattering Cascade. So with this one, Ground Shattering Smash always critically hits, so that's really useful as well there. So what we'll do, the skills and talents are covered. We'll show off the Cosmic Trial gameplay. Once that's completed I'll bring up the gear, and there is one particular artifact that's relatively easy to find that can really help out with this build that I'll show off as well. But let's see how we get on here.
Hey, let's go kick some butts. How about a different idea? Gotta charge up. Nice and easy.
The Mandarin is invincible.
Okay, that hurt.
Feel the Mandarin's wrath. I am all-powerful. So many ways to hurt you. This cannot be.
Next time, don't even try. That probably wasn't necessary, but it felt good.
You are failing. No.
There we go, that was really quite tight, but we did manage to get there with a few seconds to spare. Now, from an offensive perspective, an easy piece of gear that you can find that helps out a lot is a cybernetic implant. Gives you a huge amount of damage on this build. The rest of the gear, as you can see, is all just simple, super heroic, no legendary or anything like that. But as always, I hope this Cosmic Child Guide was useful. Any questions, feel free to ask, and I'll see you all again soon.